On a red alert.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Beyond Trek Podcast Rifftreks. I'm Dag.
I'm Lottie.
I'm Watney.
I'm Big J.
I'm Nacho.
And I'm Tato.
And we have a very special guest today, straight from Ireland himself.
Murph 33. How you doing?
And we are here. We are here today to further destroy the Next Generation second season episode Up the Long Ladder. If you haven't seen it before, well, turn on your streaming service or whatever you have it on. That's going to be season 2, episode 18, Up the Long Ladder. Cue it up. We are going to start in 3, 2, 1.
Engage.
Engage.
Beauty shot. This is the best part of the episode already.
Dead ass.
Yep.
Stop it now. It's already done. These uniforms. Ugh.
Oh, no.
All
Not
right,
the
first 5
jumpsuits.
seconds. Let's
I've never
assess.
been
How do we
a fan
feel?
of the zip-up jumpsuits that were like these big rounded shoulder things.
Holy
Wolf's
crap.
being
Morph
moody.
he looks very
Looks
constipated.
constipated.
I've got to
That's the
prove.
mood I'm in at the moment watching this.
Well, Murph, why are you in a bad
Join
mood?
me in the ready room. Mr. Wolf, go relieve yourself, please.
It was a special forehead specifically.
Data, you're in charge.
Constipated.
Isn't this like the pinnacle of Irish television with this episode?
Poor
Oh
baby,
yeah,
what's
I like this
wrong?
just as
Right
much as
after
you would Code of
come
Honor.
home from Taco Bell.
I'm going to hate when we do Code of Honor, but yes, I know we had to talk you into this one, so we swear you'll love it.
This is the weird thing where like Riker looks exactly like my uncle 30 years ago.
He does.
Good guess.
I mean, I'm not saying I know your uncle. I'm just saying agreeing with you. Like, yeah, does he?
He does though.
Jay totally does your uncle. It's weird.
When was it detected?
Last month. Just kicked in without
Detected
any warning.
last month?
Who used the beacon?
That's a long time to.
Are there
ignore
months in
something.
space even?
Captain, I'm familiar.
Well, it's not a subspace signal, so
They didn't completely abandon the Gregorian
Yes,
calendar.
that code hasn't been used in centuries.
Oh, did I show you guys my new Star
What was
Trek
its
mug?
origin point?
I got this for Father's Day from Nacho.
Oh, dude.
In that area.
Yeah.
Well, now we
Wife and
know
kids
there's
got me this. Thank you.
someone out there,
Nacho.
and they're asking for help.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Man, I swear, if you're a Trek fan, you're like so
try and
easy to
find
buy
out.
for.
Oh, absolutely.
Computer,
You just have to
download
browse
all
ThinkGeek and you're good to go.
information
I know.
regarding Signal beacon from Starbase mainframe.
If you know someone's fandom,
Distress beacon
Make them
used
happy
by
for life.
European hegemony.
The European
Hegemony. I thought it was hegemony.
Formerly their
It is
Hegemony.
hegemony.
I always wonder when the episode
See,
goes
but
on that
right,
word.
see,
Wow.
here's what happened. In the 24th century, the
Computer.
GIF versus GIF
Exactly.
war had been solved, and all G's were pronounced hard.
The hard
Always
G's
going to be a
won.
GIF. It's the
Giraffe.
hegemony.
No extraterrestrial source ever used this code.
Let's power up the solar generators, guys.
Computer, all Earth deep space launch.
Every
I saw a
G's got
giraffe
that
in the
computer.
wild.
2190.
Well, Murph, I don't know why you're so worried. This isn't a very offensive episode, is it?
Not
Oh,
yet.
you just wait. It's going to get
It's going to get bad.
Not yet.
We gotta
Sorry,
get there.
Merv.
not offensive to
Thank
you,
you
but
for
offensive to me.
thank you for hanging out with us and watching.
But wait, there's more.
Thank you for wrangling me into this.
Lost sheep.
Well, yeah, you're going to hate every moment of it,
So
right?
see if we can find
Wait, was that already a bad one? Lost sheep?
Oh, I think that's kind of generic.
Medical emergency. Dr. Pulaski.
Worf
Dr.
is down.
Pulaski!
You know why Worf is down? He
Worf
foresaw
can
the
hold it
episode.
in.
He's like, fuck it, I'm out.
Worf read the script ahead of time.
Tango down.
The constipation
Okay,
got the
so-
best of them.
Oof. You Klingons never do anything small, do you?
Oh, my God.
Cut, we need a better script.
You went there.
All right, cut it. What do you need, Michael? He's like, I need a better script.
space.
The fun fact, I haven't seen this before. I've been through almost
These are the
all of
monitors
TNG.
the
I just
Starship
actually haven't
Enterprise.
seen this particular episode. So
We did a watch
You
through
haven't
about 3
missed
years
much.
ago,
Good.
and I skipped the crappy
To
episodes.
seek out new life.
You can't skip
New
episodes.
space.
You got to sit through
She's
all of
not
it.
missing much.
Where no one has gone before.
This is like the best part of the episode is the intro. Everything else.
What I really kind of miss, it's weird watching now, is the old jumpsuit uniforms and Worf having short hair.
Yes.
And Dr. Pulaski.
And Dr. Pulaski,
Dr.
which is
Pulaski
really interesting.
Just
because I
reminds me of a
just-
mean
like
second
Pulaski.
grade teacher.
I just watched the TOS episode, Is There in Truth No Beauty, where Diana Muldaur plays the doctor, Dr. Miranda Jones. And that was really cool.
Good episode.
Yeah, you had to remind me that this was season 2, and so it's Pulaski is on here. I didn't really care too much for Dr.
Oh, I love
Pulaski.
Pulaski.
Really?
And I love Crusher.
Yeah, I like it too.
I think
Guess
Pulaski
what?
gets a
People
bad
like me
rap.
exist. And it's okay to like them both. You don't have to pick either or.
Just like it's okay to like Generations.
Why are we able to see that storm spinning? That must be going insanely fast.
The storm is going insanely fast.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my security officer remains.
That's a pretty
in
cool
sick
effect,
bay,
actually.
where Dr.
Usually it's like
Pulaski is
painted
searching for
mats.
the cause of his collapse.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. You fainted.
I'm fine. The universal terminology for everything sucks, stay away from me.
This Klingon suffered a dramatic.
He didn't
drop in
faint,
blood
he
pressure,
passed out
blood
from manly
glucose
hunger.
level dropped.
His blood sugar went down. He needs to keep some snacks by the console, like some peanut butter, some crackers.
Circulatory
Look at the
failure.
blue glowy medical
In other
stuff on the
words,
side.
curled
It's
up
amazing.
Some freeze-dried gach.
lay
Some gel. Here, I have a sample if you want it.
No need to.
Oh, wow. You do.
Worf, I am worried.
What do they need that
Fried
much
gas
of medicine
crisps.
wise? I
Something
wonder.
is wrong.
Unless
Klingons
that's just the
don't
medium veal,
faint.
which they mix the medicine
Forgive
in.
me, I just can't
That's
think of
actually,
another
there's
word
3
that
people who had unfortunate transporter accidents.
Klingons
They're
do
being
not give a
reconstituted.
Womp
Just
Ew.
where you are.
Bud, you have a backup part and they both failed you.
I am Klingon. I don't have problems. This is embarrassing.
The blinky wall says you have problems.
Lieutenant, you have
The blinky wall.
Ungor.
The blinky wall insulted him. Now he's gonna go smash it.
But that is a childhood ailment.
Yes.
What,
Don't
rickets?
Klingons grow up super
The
fast?
humiliation.
Worf, you
They,
Still,
I mean,
warrior.
Aren't they only like adolescent for like 8 years?
So you've got the Klingon
Well,
Well, that
I'm
explains
not sure.
a lot.
How would you correct
Because Alexander grew up really fast.
Yes.
Like he was
That's
adult by
true.
the time he was 9.
Yes, in a few seasons, Alexander went from like 6 to a teenager.
Worf was
Yeah, but
just
Klingons age quickly.
observing a Klingon ritual.
That's what they claim.
well, physically anyway.
But you realize, like, it's
And he didn't take into
2365
account
right
the
now,
decrease
and he's got this childhood
your
ailment, but like
decrease
10
your
years later, he goes through
caloric
puberty
intake.
anyway, so
Pulaski out.
Jock to law.
Well, but
Why
that
his
was
hair grows
caused.
long.
Thank you.
But that was caused by the rings of Baku.
That
Not
was
s-
coincidental.
Right.
Klingons go through
Some kind of
puberty.
chemical imbalance, right?
Come. Captain, I've been considering the problem of the missing ship. Although there is no record of a launch to the Ficus sector, which would not be unusual considering the chaos of the early 22nd century,
Data
someone
is so
had to
young.
load that ship.
I can't. I'm sorry, Ficus. You're losing me on that.
How does this
It's just
guy
the name of
not
the
have-
sector.
It's a houseplant
It's a
sector.
little tripolymer coated baby.
What was that, Nacho?
How does this guy not have like problems? Because that paint looks like it's in right
There
in
it
the
is.
mouth.
Problems.
SS Mariposa.
From all the paint from the paint job? Yes.
Well,
21-23.
You know, the cure
It's
for
a-
that kind of paint is a nice paycheck, so.
Yes.
Walter Granger commanding. Mariposa, the Spanish word for butterfly.
In case you didn't know.
Thank you, Data. I thought it might be significant.
So the show's throwing us a loop. We think it's going to be about Spanish stuff.
Mm-mm.
Oh, no. Far from it.
No, it's worse.
Direction.
Aegis 5 monitor beacon satellite 700.
Yoshimitsu satellites? Okay, so now it's about the Japanese.
Spinning wheels?
Chickens. Pigs. A device used for spinning yarn or thread, which consists of a large hand or foot-driven wheel and one spindle. Anyone carry such an insane rod?
I love how he's just
Come on now.
Dude, what are you doing, man?
Planning for the worst, sir. Theorized.
You can just like trigger a tangent at pretty much any point with this
In the early
data.
22nd century, Earth was recovering from World War III. A major philosopher of the time was Liam Deegan, founder of the Neo-Transcendentalists, who advocated a return to a simpler life in which one lived in harmony with nature and learned under her gentle tutelage.
Learned under her gentle tutelage.
Wait, gentle. Have
So
you
they
met
all
this woman?
decided to
Great
get Irish
phrase.
accents and then
Gentle, have you met
pose
nature?
as Irish farmers.
Have you? Yeah.
Nature is metal as fuck, as we all know.
Information upon
Gentle
which to form a cogent theory,
tutelage.
sir.
My ass. My shiny Android ass. Say it.
Perfect.
How do you know? How do you know it's shiny?
Roll 34. Just saying.
Alright, so
If you can think of it, it exists. If you can think of it, it exists.
You get first.
Your secret is safe with me.
This is the only scene that I like in this episode.
Honored. No one has ever performed
Understandable.
a Klingon tea ceremony for me.
I honestly
this
forgot about
plan,
this scene.
but it
I
does
forgot
not
about most of this episode, which is
No, you see the thorns on that thing?
That should
A mace, not a
You know
ficus.
the ceremony.
I understand the externals, not the mysteries. I'm not a Klingon.
You must not drink the tea. It is deadly to humans.
And that's the tea.
And none too good for Klingons.
It is a test of bravery, of one's ability to look at the face of mortality. It is also a reminder that death is an experience best shared, like the tea.
Worf.
All right, I need somebody to do a split up between
Of course it's
Iroh
romantic.
and
You
Worf
met this
talking
guy?
about tea.
Love
yes.
is
Please make this happen.
Just grab a pair of phasers and you can spear and stuff together.
And
That's cheating.
if we're going to share, let's share.
I wonder if that's ginseng.
Lasky out here living on the edge. What the heck?
Are you
fucking love her.
kidding? It's jasmine tea. Everyone knows it's
I
jasmine
was
tea.
waiting when someone was going to say that. Those definitely were jasmine flowers, but yep.
Now, quote me a little of that poetry.
This is an awesome scene.
All right,
What?
so
This is great.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
You get to fill in your imagination of what happens in the scene filler.
It all goes downhill from there.
Put me a little of that poetry.
The system's sun has entered a period of severe flare activity.
Now we know it triggered the SOS.
Class M readings from the 5th planet in the system.
I love how Picard stands. He like stands with like
Shields
a
at
leg half
maximum.
crossed still.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah, that's the
exercising
second
the old
command.
quads.
The extra dignified stand.
Sensors indicate human life form readings 30 meters below the planet's surface.
Hailing on all frequencies. No response so far, but the flares may be interfering
You
with
expect
makes
a
sense.
year-old society to be able to access you on subspace?
The sheep is sitting on the trans.
Well, actually, the signal did take a month to reach the Federation, so it probably wasn't a subspace signal.
That's what I'm saying is Worf's hailing on subspace, and like you should get out a walkie-talkie.
Magnitude and frequency.
I thought they said they had
Indicate
discovered
that
it a
we
month
rushed the
ago.
planet 3.6 hours.
Did they fix the script yet? Over.
Well, Worf's back on the bridge.
Captain,
So apparently he's
these
fine.
people have been isolated for 300 years. They could be very unsophisticated.
Well, he's had his
The
insulin. He
shock of
shouldn't
being
pass out
suddenly
anymore.
transported onto a spaceship could
Oh my
frighten
god,
them, to
it
say the least.
begins.
Your point is well
Right,
taken.
then I was going to go with full-blown shock
Go
and
on.
panic and probably a very violent fight or
Never have
flight
to go down
response.
that-
Let's not do
On my
that.
way.
This guy looks like he needs instant. Look at him. He looks like he's about to let something out.
I just imagine that like a single dose of Klingon insulin would be enough to make a a Kentucky Derby winner run for 3
Oh,
days.
the 6-foot filming model.
Evacuation.
Insulin?
Is it me or during warp
I
that
would
the
think of
reflector
Vulcan.
looks purple?
Klingon insulin.
Their condition?
I would think Vulcan insulin would be like
Are they willing
the
to leave?
hardcore shit.
Yes, but we'll get them up here.
There's a black market.
They're like
for-
more hardcore because they just keep everything in.
There's no time, number one. Initiate the transport.
But sir,
Whatever the problem, we'll handle it up here.
I love it. We're just
Famous
totally
last
gonna ignore.
words.
We're totally ignoring
He's like,
the thing.
I told you,
First load ready
dipshit.
to throw
Here we
mine.
go.
Oh,
the
boy.
best actor in the whole series.
Well,
Okay, we can
duh.
roll the credits now.
We can roll credits now. Please roll credits.
No, Murph,
Why
it
did
just
the
got
hay get
good.
transported?
Boy.
Why do they transport the hay? They need the hay.
But like they don't transport dirt when they like
Somebody
Came
down
with
beam
their own
people up.
theme music.
right away.
That's a good point, Murph. They didn't transport any of the dirt, just the convenient hay.
Oh my
And
god,
the theme
I'm
music.
cringing so bad. I've secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, well, this
How
is
did-
where
Wait,
like
wait.
O'Brien basically beams him back to the planet, and then the credits roll,
Yeah,
and
Wait,
it's just a
okay.
perfect episode.
this should have happened.
This clothing is all over the place. What?
Cute duckies.
What are all ducks?
I'm really surprised they just beamed him up to a regular transporter instead of like a or a cargo transporter. And how did O'Brien not know? He's like, sir, I'm getting porcine life signs.
Chicken.
And a small child who's now in her late
Okay, that was
30s.
kind of cute. Yeah.
That was good, but enough to terrify Picard because, oh boy, children.
Children.
Surprise chicken.
You didn't tell me it was children. O'Brien.
Oh, the sideburns.
What are those sideburns? I'm
Of
offended.
course, he's carrying some fucking alcohol.
All right, so Murph, so far, what here is authentic and completely Hollywood made up?
Well, they're farmers that look like they're from the 1800s. It's completely stupid and not representative of Ireland at all.
Is much of a problem for you.
So what's
Not to
authentic?
mention,
None of
like-
it.
Yeah, none of it. Like even like the actors that they hired were English. They weren't even Irish. That's why they have such terrible accents as well.
They were English, not Irish?
Yeah. All the
Why couldn't they
all
have
the actors
hired-
are English.
Wow. Why couldn't they have found any Irish actors?
Our future without
Don't
our
know. But
Like a
it's
million-dollar
the fact
question.
that Colin Meaney actually hated the representation of Irish people in this episode, but he didn't really have much of a major role in the show, so he didn't really have much of a say in it.
Couldn't speak up.
All of the hay, the transfer is completely covered.
It was very good of you, sir, to rescue us from our troubles.
My pleasure.
I feel like that shirt and that scarf are just not even
No,
close to the culture.
Okay, I just for being isolated out there for what 200-300 years and having to like literally homestead with whatever they had. There's an awful lot of very highly processed decoration on this the clothing. There's a lot of metal stuff that's on there just purely for decoration. Like, not only does this take a lot of time, but you have to have the resources and the ability to process them into what it takes to put them on there. And I find that highly hard to believe.
And that guy is totally cool with Klingons despite not having encountered them ever before in his entire life.
He's totally cool with having been transported onto a ship, given he's not old enough to remember 200-300 years.
Well, he's probably been working on that flask for the first half of the day.
You know, they were anachronistic.
Right?
2123.
Hey, if you had this script, you'd do it too.
They'll learn and adapt. If Danilo O'Dell is
It's
any
true.
indication, they'll be running this place inside of a week.
Lieutenant Worf here, report.
Fire in cargo hold 7. To bring Lloydie.
What have they done to my ship now?
All right, so we're using. Okay, so there's our Irish term for dream that they're using, and they've turned it into a tribe name. It's a site.
The Dreamers?
Fire has
Species
been
name.
contained.
Okay.
They're
No
humans,
damage.
so maybe
Unseal the doors.
planet.
My God, Picard, the place is a bloody death trap. Lightning bolts falling from the ceiling.
Eh?
Weren't they
I'm
trying to make a
confused. What?
shepherd's pie?
Yeah, what the hell was that thing?
What's that?
Automated
Weren't they
fire
trying to make a
system.
shepherd's pie or something like
Force
that?
field contains the flame
And
until
force
the
field came
remaining
down on 'em?
oxygen has been
Flown
consumed.
from the accordion sitting there. It must be abandoned.
What if I'd been under that thing?
You would have been standing in the fire.
Yeah, well, leaving that aside for the moment, I mean, what would have happened to me?
You would have suffocated and died.
Yeah, sweet mercy.
I love
There
Worf.
you are.
Yes.
Your hospitality leaves a hell of a lot to be desired.
Oh, I like
Whether it's a
her.
bite or a sup,
Is
and
it
when
me
you
or
get
she
the fire
looks
to look
like
a little something, the whole place goes mad.
Commander on Deep Space Nine a
My
little.
apologies. I was.
Oh, Major Kira?
Yeah. Shut up.
Maybe slightly. Like if you look at it real quick.
So,
And what are you staring at? You never seen a woman before?
I thought I had.
I love Riker.
buddy, don't do that.
That dirty bird.
Don't do that.
Riker sleeping with everything that moves.
Absolutely. That's what he does.
You may have all the
I
time.
wonder
in the
what
world,
him and
but
a
I've dozens
Klingon
of
would be
frightened
like.
and hungry children and women to
Oh
look
my.
after.
And what about the men?
Well, I'm sure they'll find their comfort.
Look at the dad. He's wanting to negotiate a deal with, you know, his daughter and maybe some extra sheep or a goat.
She's a fine girl.
She's got awfully nice makeup for not having access to that, and also the lace that makes up the top part of her dress.
Sir?
I'm not going to be a hater.
Oh no, it looks great. It's impossible that she should have that though.
Right.
Sometimes.
Man, it's almost like everything about this episode is just subtly wrong.
They tried.
Confused. What are...
They didn't try hard enough.
Captain, sir, how did the ship sense the fire?
Magic.
Well, the ship's computer.
I like how that actress's biography completely omits that she was ever in this episode, and she's now a narrator for audiobooks.
Wow.
You'll be flying this ship.
So this is not anywhere in her bio. Interesting.
No, I just said that to surprise people. It's down at the bottom.
Wow, they completely removed it? What a shocker.
Riker.
Oh, no.
Good Lord, you're so overbearing and creepy.
Riker's like, I'm going to try one more time to get a date.
Necessary. The ship will clean itself.
Riker, there are some episodes where you just look like a penis with a beard.
It's a very powerful beard.
Fucking leave her alone, bro. You fucking weird. Stop staring at her with dumb.
Riker's freaking like, hey, while you're down there.
If I stare at her enough, she will eventually have sex with me.
We are a boner beast.
Riker, I don't even know her.
Oh, I knew that was coming. I could feel it.
So did she.
Wow.
Where does the girl go to wash her feet on this ship?
My quarters. He's going to give a foot bath.
First officer, I feel it's my
Does Riker just have like a mutation for pheromones or something? It just he stares at you and suddenly everything smells great.
Well, listen, if you had a beard like that, you wouldn't use it. Charming ladies. Well, yeah.
And I used it.
Okay, good point. Good point.
There's just one other thing that slipped my mind in all the hustle and the bustle.
A point, Mr. Odell.
Yeah. Well, in all your travels.
So Nacho, to get chicks, you have to grow a beard.
From the other colony.
I don't have a beard.
Well, you're too young for that. I'm just saying.
The other colony.
You know, the other colony that has no Irish accents for some reason.
No, the other colony that has really bad Scottish accents.
I haven't watched this episode in years.
Or some other like offensive stereotype that's badly scripted. You know, just like insert it here. They probably would have tried it if they had a higher budget.
All right, Nacho, what do you think so far? You like this episode?
No.
Why not?
No.
Just don't like it.
Her outfit is very in style today.
And honestly, just from watching the whole series and watching this again, I just don't like how the Enterprise is shown and details and graphics and the uniform and just how big of a joke this episode is.
Okay. All right. Well.
Okay, this is like a heavy sweater that's been made into a crop top.
And
this is
I'm getting a big farm girl. Right
well, she's lifting up her
on 1/4 of the body.
She's showing her shins. It's starting to get hot.
What do you mean?
How do the cast members not get
Yes. Cover your eyes.
It's a fucking stomach. Don't look. It's a stomach.
Oh, is there a
Fucking.
I'm just okay. The sweater is ugly as all.
Remember, Nacho, how old are you? 14. 14.
The sweater is too big, and the drape
is questionable.
Crop top. Don't make it a fucking thick sweater.
He knew exactly where that pin was. It's like he's telepathic.
Lies.
Oh man.
There's more than
Well,
one
he
pin
did
holding
get a Betazoid.
Jesus, I was gonna slam his head against hers because he went in fast.
I'd like to see how easily he can unhook a bra.
This episode is why people complain about STDs today.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, I mean,
maybe she
keep in
lost that
mind,
for a jumper
you know,
transport.
Riker did date a Betazoid, so maybe he picked something up.
You said
He's got a high ESP rating.
Murph, what's he making here? Is it going to be moonshine?
Making poaching, which is basically Irish moonshine.
Find a way to heat
What's it called?
without this
Poaching.
bloody ship.
Oh,
Bloody.
Irish moonshine. So what makes Irish moonshine different from other moonshines?
Don't know. It's made with potatoes and sugar.
I was going to say it was probably made with potatoes, but I was afraid I might say something that would be taken as racist because everything
Okay,
is
this scene
potato is life
kind of funny.
in Ireland.
What did I do?
Every moment of pleasure in life.
We just got an interesting point here. You can actually replicate real alcohol if you want to.
You just have to input certain
The
protocols.
sideburns are killing me.
Whiskey.
Everybody got
Right?
sideburns.
Why has everything got to be octagonal? This isn't Battlestar Galactica.
They're trying.
The accordion was octagonal. The cargo cannons were octagonal. This
The replicator isn't.
So the replicator can only crack out synthahol, right? Like
No.
it literally.
No, Worf just said right now that you can have real alcohol with all the deleterious effects intact.
Whatever this is.
I'm my mind's
Yeah, I was like, I thought they weren't allowed to have that.
I'm so sorry.
You were full
I'm so sorry.
Oh
my
god.
It's so terrible.
Remember what I said about the moment of pain? Well, it is about to begin.
Come on, that's not even like real acting jobs. I can do that.
Oh, what darling is it? I might have known. Are you drunk yet, or can you talk with Dr. Pulaski about the children?
What about
Oh yeah, he's already tanked.
Yep, he's done for.
The ship's children.
Oh, what do you think?
I think it's a good idea. So go handle it.
Wait, what's the handle?
Go talk about the
What's a
children
handle?
to Pulaski or something.
What's a handle? Do I need to handle children? How do children handle?
And as for you,
Worf, don't test this woman.
Why did you have to tell them this magic wall can give them more than meat and potatoes? I will never get a lick of work out of them.
Madam, have you ever considered a career in security?
If it's anything like babysitting, I'm an authority.
Wrecked.
Yep.
I could argue a very obvious hint of olive green that's in almost any costume that any of the guys are wearing here.
Signal from the planet, Captain.
It's not funny.
On screen. This is Captain Jean-Luc
Oh,
Picard
it's
of
Saturn.
USS Enterprise, representing the United Federation of Planets.
I would love a supercut of Picard just
Wait a
walking
minute.
towards the view
I
screen.
thought these creeps are the guys that clone themselves on and on.
No doubt a descendant
Yep,
of Captain
that's right.
Walter Granger.
Not quite a descendant. We feared Earth had suffered some catastrophe when no one came back to check on us.
I'm afraid the truth is,
No one came back to check on you because we fucking hate stereotypes.
despite the lateness of our arrival,
True
we're
facts.
here now.
No one checked on us. This is Set the Alpha 5.
Please, come down and allow us to extend our hospitality to you and your crew.
I mean, y'all must have left right after World War III. Things were getting better, but you guys are like, we're out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna split.
He smells like fish. That's why we hesitate. He fishy.
Wait a minute. How does Deanna Troy sense that guy like almost hundreds of meters away?
That's how it works.
What?
Yeah, there's
Hundreds of kilometers.
there's a
Yeah,
range.
Face.
There's a range,
And he
but like
looks
if
like
you're looking at someone's face on the view screen, you can sense them that way.
Yeah.
Deanna Troy has degrees in psychology. She's not just an empath.
Yeah, that too. Also, he just looks like
really is serendipitous.
it's the hair. It's always the hair.
It's a skill.
Well, perhaps I'll let the Prime Minister explain that.
It's also the giant plane shoulders.
Hey, they've got bowling on this planet. Cool.
Or if there is something damn odd going on.
Casting
one set
work.
of triplets.
Casting work for
I
triplets.
forgot that
It's
this.
not odd that there's triplets. It's odd that none of them are interested in Riker. That's his problem.
Quadruplets.
Well, now there's 4 of them.
Riker just had a meal.
Title scientific.
Oh my god.
He's not looking for a snack. I'm
Oh,
saying it. I'm
what?
saying it.
Jeez.
Damn.
This is
It's fucking true.
this is supposed to be a family show.
Oh my
not even
god.
Yeah.
She's not
We
even a
have a
snack. She's a whole
14-year-old.
meal.
We have a 14-year-old present. Come on.
Look,
Is that
we're
Arsenio
watching
Hall?
scenes where women are showing their stomachs.
This way.
I figured it was okay to make a meal joke.
Sure. What? Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm
That was a good
looking
one.
for it.
Welcome to Mariposa.
Pulaski's like, okay, motherfucker, what the fuck's going on?
Dr. Catherine,
Okay, sir.
This is my Chief of Staff, Elizabeth Vallis.
tell me, is your entire
Look, more pop
population
tops.
made up of clones, Prime Minister?
Who?
Oh, she figured it out.
Dude, it doesn't take a scientist to know the whole ship's a bunch of clones. Jesus.
Right. Apparently it did, because she's the only scientist in the room.
Oh,
how was he shocked?
Captain's log supplemental.
Why did you jump to clones? Why didn't you just assume, weird genetic thing that makes everybody twins or quads? That's cool.
I've invited him to the Enterprise.
Well, it's because
that would be science fiction.
300 years ago, during our landing on Mariposa, the skin of our ship was breached. Only 5 of the colonists survived.
Nobody else in this show ever calls the outside of the ship
to just give up and die, and they were scientists.
Good point.
Yeah,
that'd be creepy.
That's very creepy.
Maybe the ship was actually made of skin.
Jesus.
Yes.
So they arrived.
Firefly.
2 women and 3 men
The
represented
Reavers.
insufficient
Reavers?
gene pool from which to
Reavers.
build
Yeah,
a society.
Reavers, yeah.
Well, how did you suppress
I like
the
the
natural sexual
costuming
drive?
of this
Drugs?
colony.
Punitive laws?
In the beginning, a little bit of each.
I would be so afraid to get something on my outfit wearing all white like that. I can't do it. Like if I'm eating lasagna or spaghetti or something with barbecue sauce, I'd be scared to death.
Yeah, I would just eat something big in the morning.
Something big in the morning.
We haven't.
Big old egg sandwich.
No.
He would still get that on his uniform.
Wait, I
Rice.
don't understand replicative fading.
Like what?
Something big.
Each time you clone, you're making a copy of a copy. Subtle errors creep into the chromosomes.
Now, I thought this was a
eventually
really
wind up with
cool
an unviable
plot
clone.
point. Genetic drift.
Genetic drift, the copy of a copy of a copy.
Of
Yep.
fresh DNA.
I thought that was
you
cool.
would be willing to share some tissue samples.
Riker's got some tissue samples for you.
You want to clone us?
Yes.
Man, this is just brutal today.
Wait, not me.
About it.
I mean, I
you want to clone us?
would you have a problem with being cloned? I don't think it would bother me that much. And Riker's got to
There'd
get
be
all
another one
uppity.
of me. It's a win-win.
Riker's ego coming through.
I love how he says, like, one of me's great, but
Diminishes me in ways.
another one diminishes me, and, Thomas Riker comes along in 6 years.
Right.
Human being.
He
Change
has
the
to
tune.
deal with the
Are you
fact
kidding?
that he's
I'd
just
love
an
2 of me.
individual.
There'd be more me.
That's a fantastic argument of 2 sides of narcissism. It's like there can only be one me, or you can reserve you forever. Ooh.
I think you will
Nacho, would you want yourself to be cloned?
No.
among all the Enterprise.
Really?
No.
Okay. Why not?
What would be the fun of it?
Well, not like you'd have to live with your clone. I mean, they're
Yeah, eventually you get to fight to the death.
I was going to pull a pistol out of that pretty white jacket.
There can only be one.
Yes, of course.
What if I clone myself?
Put a technical team together.
No, I'm just going to take tissue samples from the team.
The clone can't date my mom.
Prepare a
I think I would like 2 nachos.
Oh, we're no fun in that.
You wouldn't want to have 2 nachos?
Nah.
It could be my last opportunity to study replicative theory.
Dude,
Now I'm hungry. I want
What about a
nacho.
plate of nachos?
Yeah, a plate of nachos. Clone about 6 of you. Plate of nachos with some sour cream and cheese.
I'll kill
Well,
a
I
few.
appreciate the compliment.
Okay, that's starting to get weird. That's disturbing. No.
Repairing that equipment will certainly not.
Granted, that's like the whole point of this session is just to disturb ourselves, but
Doctor, remember, there are only 5 of us.
He's probably thinking, well, if you got a problem with this, we can replicate the old-fashioned way.
Captain's log
Something like sex is repugnant, and that's where everybody else tunes out. Like, what? What?
Sex is gross.
Has everybody forgotten about the Irish people on board yet?
Yeah, I was
Pretty
like,
much.
did they all forget?
The repairs are almost complete.
Please tell me they did. If they did,
Don't they go and live with them?
I think so. Like, they have a whole ship full of people you can copulate with.
Yes.
What did I tell you? He was going to pull a pistol out of that pretty white jacket.
Not the magic paralyzed beam.
Look, those are
I feel
super
like
villains.
Pulaski would be chill with being cloned. I don't know. I just feel like she would be.
I was looking for Commander Riker.
Yeah, I feel like Picard was kind of speaking for everyone wrongly because, I mean, I'm sure there's someone on the ship that would agree to be cloned.
Guess I just have to hunt for them. Sorry to disturb you.
No, of course they don't want. Racist.
No one must.
Period.
They must never.
What
know.
the hell are you fucking doing? All you need is a hair, you weirdo.
Why are their eyes wide open? Doesn't that make it creepy?
They're pulling a caretaker.
He's putting the needle in the wrong place if they want to do IVF.
The whole point is
Why there? If you needed Spinal Tap.
Just take a fucking hair. That's all you need.
That shot made the sausage section look really fat.
Look really fit.
What happened to you two on the process? Everything all right?
The Enterprise is just a big balloon.
Dr. Pulaski's like, no, everything's not all right. I just had eggs taken from my uterus.
Commander would think you can see better than the average person. Now, in eyes, there are certain.
Well, then how do you explain why they put the needle in the same spot on Riker?
They didn't know. They didn't know any better. Whoops.
They forgot people. They forgot about gender.
I don't remember anything happening. I was working in their medical facility and got a call to report to Granger's office. I ran into Will on the way.
Now wait a minute. Granger said that he hadn't seen either one of you.
That's real suspicious.
I mean, you already said they lied to you. You knew that.
Did you guys listen to Deanna at all? Christ.
Nobody listens to Deanna. Nobody listens to Worf. That's why we all get into this shenanigans.
Nobody listens to Deanna until she gets a uniform.
Two people on this ship with any sense.
Jordy, you'll be pleased to know that you're not missing any epithelial cells.
Great.
Will and I, however, are.
Meaning?
Although you can claim
Will's like
the cells lining
explain
the
like I'm
stomach
5,
are the best
doctor,
choice
please.
because they're relatively
Okay, wait, lining the stomach. Okay, that was below the stomach on both of them.
Nah, that was.
Where are you going?
They were like down here.
The 24th century.
That was more like the intestines.
Whose stomach is up that high?
Further down the abdomen for that.
That was more like drawing from their intestines.
That looks like the hallway at Starfleet Academy where they blew up that guy's head.
Okay, hey, wait, why didn't we show the sledgehammer?
Maybe it's the same sex.
How did they beam directly into where the clones were?
What was that, Murph?
What a fun!
How did they beam directly into where the clones were?
I don't know.
That looks like
they checked for their own life signs.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, they checked for their own life signs. Good call.
I'm not sure. That probably doesn't smell great.
Squishy.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Probably not.
It probably smells.
Although it is cold, so
it's a golem.
Funny. Riker doesn't know in 36 years his captain's going to look just like that.
Yep.
Golem.
I'm sure it smells fine. Probably smells like bacon.
No.
That's definitely the Pulaski clone.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way they just nonchalantly kill these clones.
Yeah, I kind of have a problem with this. Let's just open it up and phaser them.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be funny if, like, in the episode with Thomas Riker, the first thing
as
that he
usual,
does is
the
just
villain is
like
too late to foil the hero's plan.
I'm sorry, Murph. Say that again.
It'd be funny if, like, you know, the episode with Thomas Riker, and the first thing that Riker does is just like use his phaser on him, just like he just did with the.
I've done this before. I'll do it again.
The right to assault us, to rob us, and we have the right to survive.
So, the production company actually got crap for this because the Right to Life Coalition thought they were condoning abortion by destroying the clones.
Really?
Well, they've got 2 or 3 generations, and then the fading will be terminated.
Interesting.
They're among the Walking Dead now.
Interesting. Oh, The Walking Dead plugged another television show.
Who knows how many other tissues
before it's time.
stolen. We certainly have a right to exercise control over our own bodies.
You'll get no argument from me.
I know the Mariposan culture seems alien, even frightening. But really, we do have much in common. They're human beings fighting.
They just have a weird way of going about it.
Would we do any less?
You're saying we should give
Really
them
weird.
the DNA samples they require?
That's just postponing the inevitable. If they get an infusion of fresh DNA.
This whole thing is solved because they made contact now, so they can take these people out of the colony and just fucking make them like live somewhere else.
Well, but I mean, how does the Prime Directive apply here?
It doesn't. They're talking.
Oh,
It doesn't. They're humans.
Okay,
They're
I'm sorry.
humans.
This is
Yes,
This is still really flipping creepy.
The emotional maturity and the technical knowledge.
Yeah, it's like the Prime Directive doesn't apply because they're human.
They knew about the Federation. Like, it
How long have they-
I just don't.
Okay, wait. So we're just sitting here going like, oh, well, they started out together. It's been 300 years. So we can just put it back to. No, these are way different cultures here.
It's that, or they'd steal other people's DNA and die. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with infusing people either in the colony as colonists or removing them and placing them somewhere with another population. They're human.
Look at him.
On the flip side, I'd be totally fine if Picard was like, Prime Directive, and just warped away.
This is why.
Yes.
Would have solved the entire episode.
Computer, delete that entire log.
But we wouldn't have had this great, fine representation of Irish Trek.
Okay, yeah, but like we're definitely getting some that from this guy.
Murphs, I'm holding up the phaser for you.
Murph, I can feel your exhale from here.
Yeah, how can we mix with these primitive Irish stupid people?
He still has
We're elevated cloning society.
Riker had no problem doing it.
I understand his concern. We may have to transport all.
Well, he's not a clone.
Riker should just, volunteer to just repopulate
When
with them.
reason fails, you
Really should be happy to do that.
You did.
He'd be completely fine with it.
It's not so bad, Captain. In 50 years,
Riker will totally explore the possibility of those quadruplets in that hallway.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
It's even better with 4 of you.
Oh, Tato, stop it.
you first.
I don't know. There are so many difficulties.
Look, man, we are decent, hard-working people. We're willing to learn.
They're so different.
Well, that's racist.
They're both fucking
For 300
humans.
years, we have denied the carnal side.
They're humans. Come on, be reasonable people.
Well, you put a young couple together, and you let nature.
Well, that's descriptive.
Now, if this is going to work,
Everything I need to learn about sex, I learned from Star Trek.
He's like, here, let me show you.
will not be possible.
Come down to the cargo bay.
30 couples are enough to create a viable genetic base. But the broader the base, the healthier and the safer the society. So it would be best for each woman bring Lloydie and Mariposa had at least 3 children by 3 different men.
All right, promiscuity. Woo!
Oh, you don't like that, do ya? Huh?
We've got a
Making
species
decisions about this for
Come
them.
on, we're just all they just all have to pull a Kirk, the oath of promiscuity.
We got a species to repopulate here. We can't argue over semantics.
These were a way different time.
Repugnant.
So, it's a done deal. And here's my hand on it.
Oh! Just take that genetic information and leave.
COVID.
He's looking at him like, what's the deal? COVID was 400 years ago, buddy.
Send in the clones.
Send in the clones. Is this a Star Wars thing? What's going on?
No, it's the ripoff and then the clowns.
Yeah.
I love that table.
Starfleet will probably agree.
That is a nice table. I would love to have that table.
And I love that rack of Enterprises too.
Oh, yeah, the wall trophies of Enterprises. Yep.
But I really hate the NX isn't in there.
Well, it technically,
Still,
for the show that wasn't around yet. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, look at that little lamb.
I gotta say, the pants that this guy is wearing with his
Which a little baby. I think it's a goat. Pretty sure it's a goat.
Oh, they're not. They're not. Baggy suit pants. Yeah, that was the thing.
Is that a fucking animal? Is that a goat?
I'm sorry, Watney. What'd you say about the pants? I heard Tato talking.
A living organism that is not human and also not a clone? That's so...
People being happy? What the fuck is going on? Oh my god, it's witchcraft!
Isn't that like a man? You make these grandiose decisions, but you never stop to consider the poor women.
Miss Adele,
You men draw a mug and solve all the problems of the world while the beer goes down. But when it comes to the practical matters, it always falls to the women to make your grand dreams come true.
Miss Odell, you were the one who wanted a new home.
But I don't know if I want to be Eve.
You were fine with it about 30 minutes ago.
It's your choice.
No, having sex is not equal to
We will
children.
drop you off at a
Period.
starbase.
Period. Period.
And you can
It
go
doesn't?
there.
No.
Please, my dear.
Not just like, yeah, no one told you about that?
These people will need
Nothing. What?
your strength.
What?
Guidance.
What?
Nothing. Go back to sleep. Ow! Stop it!
What does he do again?
Prime Minister.
Sounds important.
Oh, it is.
Sounds like you might have more than 2 coins to rub together.
He's got a couple something else to rub together too.
Have an economy. Shut up. What coins? You don't even have money.
I'm just gonna have a permanent.
She just wants a new jumper.
From the amount of.
I don't like how like
for this episode.
she bounces back forth so quickly over this. Like, don't make her so shallow. What?
Guys, it's over. We made it.
Just barely.
We never have to talk about it again.
Yeah, the once a decade viewing of Up the Long Ladder is done.
So bad, Laude ceased to exist.
Once in a lifetime, because like you only need to see it once just for the completionist.
So let's go around the room. Can we start with? Let's start with Nacho. What did you think about this whole experience?
It was a bit weird, honestly, but it had it.
Understatement of the century.
Murph, what about you?
Go ahead.
What did I think? You know what I think. It's an absolute travesty of an episode, and I will be skipping it from now on.
Good policy. Good policy.
Murph's is like, if we don't do Code of Honor next, I'm out.
I think I did make that deal with him that if he would join us for this to watch Up the Long Ladder, that the next one we would do right after we would do Code of Honor for me. And so I said, okay, I will do that if it means getting you on the show. So unfortunately, yes, the next
deal's a deal.
A deal's a deal. So the next Rifftrek we do is going to be Code of Honor. So yep, the deal's a deal. Code of Honor. You remember the one with? I'll tell you later.
I have questions because I thought that there wasn't another episode where they take the kids. Wesley's in it.
Yeah, that's when the
ball breaks.
Yeah. For some reason, when you guys said, "Aren't these the cloning people?" I went directly to that episode. But really, they just
couldn't reproduce. They were because of radiation.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Wanda, what'd you think about this one, Up the Long Ladder?
I literally don't care about it.
Right.
It's so stupid.
Like it doesn't even elicit like the anger and frustration that Sub Rosa causes. It's so meh.
Yeah, we need to get like a Scottish person on for to give their opinion on Sub Rosa.
I don't think we know anyone that's Scottish for that.
I don't.
All right. Well, yeah, this was a travesty watching this episode. I mean, it was great. It was fun, but I hope I never have to watch that again.
It was like passive aggressive torture.
To the viewers, if you have watched all this way, we thank you tremendously. Leave a comment for us and let us know what you think of this despicable episode. Or if you loved it, let us know that too. And
no judging.
Keep boldly going with Beyond Trek podcast, and we'll be back before you know it. That's a threat. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
We are Beyond Trek Podcast. Lower your inhibitions and surrender your years. We will add inspirational and hilarious Trek content to your day. Your attention will adapt to subscribe to us. Resistance is futile.